Hey everyone, it's Ride 1940 here. Today we're taking a look at Sea Power Naval Combat in the Missile Age. This is a big Christmas treat that we got from the devs. I'm very happy to say that we've got the Enterprise and two versions of the USS Long Beach in the game finally. And I say finally, this game's only been out for a month and a couple weeks, so that's pretty awesome. You see one version back there. We'll go through it really closely. So let's start off with the CVN-65 USS ENTERPRISE, the biggie. This model looks amazing. I think on this side we got even the details. I like seeing these decals like that. I say decals, but they're just painted on the ship in reality. For all the unwrapped stations, this is how they would be numbered. It's interesting. Well, if you're a junior sailor and you're just starting to learn how to get around on the ship, there's a thing you should commit to memory called peso. So what that means is port even, starboard odd, and that's how the numbering system in the Navy works. So starboard side certainly would have these odd numbers, which makes sense, and that's good to see in the game. The air wing is the standard. You've got your Hawkeyes, your A6s, your A7s, RA5s, the S3s, you got SH3s, F14s, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I think we're gonna get in the future a version without this. The Enterprise is just a historic aircraft carrier. It's the first nuclear-powered aircraft carrier for the United States, and it was in the Cold War crisis, in the Cuban Missile Crisis, all throughout the Cold War. It served off of Vietnam. There was an incident where there was I think somewhere on the stern, there was an F4 with a Zuni rocket or something that had detonated and ended up killing like 27 people. It was not as bad as the forestall, but it certainly took her out of action. She had to go to Pearl Harbor to get fixed up. But yeah, this thing served. It was one of the first ships to launch airstrikes against the Taliban in 2001. She was coming home from deployment, and then she just turned around and went straight back to the Gulf, dropped like 800,000 pounds of ordnance on the Taliban, and also served in the Iraqi wars. And also one of the big ones is Operation Praying Mantis. Her aircraft wing destroyed, I think, one frigate and damaged another severely, the A6s there. So it's cool that we got this guy in the game now. This ship eventually decommed in December. Oh, it was deactivated December 1st after a deployment, and I don't think it was officially decommed until like 2017 or something. But yeah, this is an iconic aircraft carrier. There were supposed to be, I think, 6 of them total, but they canceled 5, and we only got 1. I think the devs wrote it was like the longest naval vessel ever made, which is pretty neat. It's not the heaviest though. I think the Ford is the one that's displaced the most tonnage, and then the Nimitz class, and then this guy. So yeah, this is an amazing aircraft carrier addition to the game. It's got just the RIM 7F, so the 10 nautical mile range point defense system, so you really need to use your aircraft to protect her or the other ships. Speaking of the other ships, let's go to the Long Beach. Now this is the 70s version, yeah, 73. And it's got the Terrier missiles. We've got 120 of them, and they go out, 40 nautical miles? Yeah. And the big star of the show, weapon system-wise, with this guy is back here with the Talos missiles. Let's go 130 nautical miles, massive missiles. I haven't used them in the game yet, but I'm looking forward to it. From what I'm reading here, it just says it takes a while to even launch. But with the Scan-Far array, we've got a range of, I think, 400 nautical miles, yeah, so you can kind of see out pretty far. That's the wide area search radar. The 33, I think, is what was the tracking radar. I think they tried to combine them initially, and they just couldn't get I think the tracks just dropped off way too much, and they couldn't do it. They couldn't perfect that, basically. Yeah, so what else do we got on this guy? A couple 5-inch guns, the Mark 32 over-the-side launcher, and ASRock. And I'm not sure what this is. Maybe this is the noisemaker launcher or what, but now they come out from here. I don't know what this launcher is. If you guys know what that is, let me know. It looks like a little rocket launcher of some sort. Is that supposed to be the chaff or something? I don't know. Yeah, if you guys know what that is, let me know. That's pretty interesting to see that there. Little tiny rocket launcher thingy. Oh yeah, this is a ship that I really wanted in the game pretty badly, because it's just the iconic Cold War look of the cube and the absurdity of some of the naval designs that came out in the era, this was the best one. So we also get an 80s version of this. Let's see what the year, yeah, 83. So up here we've got 120 SM2 ER, so that's 80 nautical mile range, which is great. Once again, the over-the-side torpedo launchers, the ASROC 5-inch gun. You see the array is removed here. And then we also got back aft, we got some harpoons, we got 8 of them. And then we got 8 TLAM missiles. Now, I can't wait for ship loadouts because I prefer surface, surface versus surface action. So I would like to see this guy fitted out with the TASMs, not the TLAMs. So I'm looking forward to that in the future. Yeah, this ship looks awesome. One of the things I did notice, I only noticed it because sometimes I think like an EXO or a Desron would, and looking at this with the 2 CWIS guns, one pointed on each side, I could see why somebody would model it that way, because you think, oh, I want one gun to cover the whole side and the other gun to cover the whole side. But when I saw this initially, I was like, that looks a little off, because in the Navy, they want everything, if it's on the center line, to just be aligned with the center line. So when we pull into ports and stuff, when we shut down radars or whatever, all the guns, they're either pointed forward or aft, and the radar antennas are always pointed forward and aft. It just depends. And if you didn't do that, if you just simply shut down the radar, stopped it from rotating in a weird angle, somebody's going to complain about it. For sure, somebody's going to complain about it. If your EXO doesn't, then surely the Desron's going to notice one day and call the ship and say, un-F yourself, please. Anyways, yeah, so with that in mind, I was thinking this looks a little odd, so I went and looked online, and I found an 80s picture basically of this angle here, and these guns certainly are aligned, center line pointed aft, so this is just a minor thing, but yeah, these guns pointed aft makes more sense. Yeah, that way both of them can respond to the same side, so basically get double the gun power or firepower at an incoming threat. So yeah, these guys would be pointed aft, but everything else looks amazing. I mean, this is such a cool ship. So I haven't used the Talos missiles in combat yet. I'm looking forward to it. I want to see how long this thing takes, but yeah, this was a Christmas surprise. It came with a couple, I think like a patrol boat and a minesweeper and a torpedo boat or something like that. But these guys, I had to check them out first, just because these were the ships that I really wanted to see at release. So I'm so happy they're in the game already, just like a month and a couple weeks later, I've said. So I'm very happy to see that. Looking forward to the new year with this game. I think we're going to get, ultimately we're going to get the dynamic campaign, which is, I think it's a lot of work, so if we can get it in Q2 like they say, that'll be amazing. But I think there's probably a lot there to develop, so we'll see how that goes. I am pretty happy, yeah. So I want to say also, take a moment to thank you guys for all the support this year. My channel grew quite a bit. I think I'm not very far from 9,000 subscribers. I want to get to 10,000 because I've heard from other people that are much larger than me. They've said the upload speeds and stuff like that with YouTube, it gets better when you're over 10,000. So I really want to reach that, because uploading the longer form videos where 45 minutes or 30 minutes long, it takes ages. It takes, I think a 45-minute video or an hour-long video can take upwards of 6 hours, 4 to 6 hours to upload. And I've got excellent internet speed, so it's basically just YouTube's side capping that. So if you guys can help support that, I would really appreciate it. But also, I appreciate you guys just watching the videos and sharing all your comments and stuff with me. It's pretty cool to connect with other people that are interested in the game and ships and stuff, and from all varying aspects of levels of experience. I like hearing from the guys that were on these Cold War ships. and I like also hearing from guys that have questions about how these ships worked, and or what, just you learning stuff. I remember somebody telling me, oh, they didn't realize what a battle ensign was or a battle flag was, and after I mentioned in one of the videos, they Googled it and they're like, yeah, that thing looks so big it looks photoshopped, and that made me laugh. So I like reading comments like that, so I appreciate all you guys leaving messages and stuff like that. So anyways, I hope you guys have a happy holidays, Merry Christmas if that's what you celebrate, and look forward to making more videos next year. Just a quick admin point. I'm going to be gone for all of January for work. I'll be overseas, so I'm not going to have my computer. I'm basically trying my best to make videos that I could release just weekly, just on a timer, so that we keep content coming out. If I sound like I'm not speaking to like the latest patch if something comes out, then that's the reason why, basically. Okay, YouTube would punish me if I didn't make a video or try to make a video every week, so I got to keep the algorithm happy. It's just basic work stuff, you know. But yeah, I look forward to coming back and playing the game some more, but right now I'm just going to try and make some videos for you guys to enjoy while I'm gone, and yeah, I'll see you guys on the other side. With that, if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.